Hello everybody, Donobi2 here. Thank you for joining me once again on another special video. In this video, we are doing my top 10 Hot Toys fantasy wish list. These are characters that have never been created as a prototype by Hot Toys, shown in a Comic-Con or pretty much anywhere else. So this list in this video are characters that I wish Hot Toys would make. There's no real reason why they could not take these characters that I love and turn them into a 1/6 scale figure. So let's begin. Now I gotta warn you, in this top 10 list, there's gonna be robots, automatons, droids. I like robots, so you're gonna encounter a lot of those characters in this list. So number 10, Disney's The Black Hole, Vincent and Maximilian. Holy smack, these two classic iconic robots from the 1979 Disney film The Black Hole. Yes, I know The Black Hole was a Star Wars ripoff. You know, I get it. I know that Vincent and Maximilian were Disney's version of C-3PO and R2-D2, but these are phenomenal, cool, badass robots, especially Vincent. I mean, no other robot in film history I know of has built-in ESP. He can communicate with human beings. Yes, I know it doesn't make any sense, but Vincent was cool. He could fly, he had utilities, he even had lasers. R2-D2 did not have laser beams out of his little capture claws. Maximilian was a death bot. He was like a death killer robot. He was badass, he was menacing, and the fact that he had the spinning blades, that would make an excellent 1/6 scale figure. So yes, I know that the film bombed and there might not be a lot of demand, but to make Vincent and Maximilian to a 1/6 scale figure with the magic touch of Hot Toys, oh, that would be phenomenal. Number 9 has to go to Johnny 5 from Short Circuit. I fell in love with this movie when I saw it as a kid years ago, back in the 80s. And it boggles the mind that a respected toy company has not made a decent 1/6 scale figure of Johnny 5. Now, I know there was a Kit Bash Johnny 5 model kit that was made by individuals, but what I'm looking for is a licensed product of Johnny 5 in high detail, with lights and sounds, with the rubber treads, the whole works. Johnny 5 is a badass robot, and this film was a huge, phenomenal success. So it blows me away that, what, 20-30 years later, there is very little to no merchandise that has to do with Short Circuit. And if Hot Toys ever made a Johnny 5, I would want them to make all 5 models. Johnny's, the Short Circuit robot 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I would want them all. I mean, this robot was, as a kid, I thought it was real. Years later, I realized that Johnny 5 was puppeteered from behind the scenes. But nevertheless, though, it's a very unique, intriguing robot, and with all the fine details that go with making Johnny 5 come alive, I can't imagine any other studio or any other toy company taking the challenge and making Johnny 5 come alive. Number 8 has to go to Star Trek. And when I mean Star Trek, I don't mean the human actors. I'm talking about the aliens, the Star Trek aliens. And before I go any further, yes, I am aware that there's a company called QMX that is making 1/6 scale Star Trek figures. But I give Hot Toys a for shame for letting this property go, because I still feel that there's a lot of love and devotion from the Star Trek fans that are willing to shell out top dollar for a 1/6 scale Star Trek figure. And what I mean, you know, I mean the Borg, I mean the Klingon, I'm talking about the aliens. Who out there who is a Star Trek fan would not want to see a high detailed version of a 1/6 scale Borg figure? 7 of 9, The possibilities are endless. It blows me away that Star Trek constantly keeps getting ignored in this realm, in this genre. It's like it doesn't get respect. It's like Star Wars can get all the respect in the 1/6 scale, but when it comes to Star Trek, well, here's the thing, we don't trust it. Look, if you build it, they will come. If you make the stuff, the fans will come out, but it has to be good. It has to come with accessories. It has to be top-notch quality, and Hot Toys can do this. I'm not saying that QMX can't do it, but QMX they are dragging their feet when it comes to Star Trek. I want Star Trek now. I don't want Star Trek to die. I don't want it to go away. Merchandise is one of the best ways to keep a property alive in the fan community. Number 7 goes to video game characters. I want to see Hot Toys take more risk in creating 1/6 scale characters from popular video game series. And what I mean by this is Isaac Clarke from Dead Space. I'm talking the characters from BioShock. Yes, I know that they are wetting their feet with Batman Arkham Asylum, but I'm getting sick and tired of Hot Toys playing it safe. I want them to go back like they used to in the old days and start taking risks. Isaac Clarke from Dead Space is one of the best characters that I would love to see in a 1/6 scale figure. And I know 3-0 made a 1/6 scale character of Isaac Clarke, but it was from Dead Space 3, which is the snowsuit, which I think no one bought. I want Isaac Clarke from Dead Space 1. That game scared the shit out of me when I played it back in 2008. I loved BioShock. I love the characters from BioShock. BioShock has a rich library of phenomenal characters. Elizabeth is the one that comes into mind. I would love to see a 1/6 scale character of Elizabeth, and Booker DeWitt, I think is his name. These are very popular characters. And while Hot Toys is in the video game realm, I want to see characters of Overwatch. I love Overwatch. I love playing Overwatch. Give me characters from Overwatch in the 1/6 scale. Make them cool, make them badass, make them animated. I love the game. Let me express my love by buying merchandise. Number 6 goes back to my childhood on a particular movie that scared the shit out of me when I saw it as a kid. I'm talking about The Dark Crystal. Holy smack, this movie was creepy as hell, and I loved it. I want to see characters of the Skeksis, the Gelflings. These were creepy ass characters. As a kid, I kind of knew they were puppets, but it seemed so lifelike. The Dark Crystal is a property that doesn't get respect. It gets tossed around like a dirty rag. It's like no one wants to take any chances or risk. There is a fan base out there. I promise you, there are fans who really do love The Dark Crystal and would love to see a sequel to this property. And you know, while we're in this realm of fantasy with The Dark Crystal, number 6 also pertains to Labyrinth. Yes, David Bowie. Can you imagine David Bowie as a 1/6 scale figure? I mean, I don't know if you'd be able to show that to kids. To see David Bowie in that outfit, that would be a shocker. But there's potential with this property, and I think Hot Toys would make a killing. I really do. The Skeksis, the Gelflings, David Bowie. I think it'd be a lot of fun. This particular franchise would be a lot of fun. Number 5 goes to Back to the Future. Now, hold on. I know that Hot Toys is currently making Back to the Future figures. What I'm adding credibility here is I want the background team. I want the background characters. I'm talking about Biff, Lorraine, George McFly. I even want Einstein, the dog. Look, I know that Hot Toys has the Back to the Future property. At this point, I'm bitching at them. I want them to stop dragging their feet and make this stuff and pump it out. There's no real reason. They're missing golden opportunities. They missed the opportunity of October 2015 when they travel to the future. They're missing all these golden opportunities with Back to the Future. Yes, I know we are getting a Marty from part 2. Yes, I know we're getting Doc Brown. But I want a Doc Brown from the Western. I want Marty, more characters. I want George McFly. I want Biff. I want 1985 Biff. I want Lorraine. There's so much potential with Back to the Future. And it's like they're scared. I don't know why Hot Toys is scared to accelerate this property. It just doesn't make any sense. It took years to get the 1/6 scale DeLorean out. They've teased us with the hover converted DeLorean at Comic-Cons. Enough is enough. Put the stuff out. We're gonna buy it. Shut up and take my money. I love Back to the Future. Quit teasing me on this shit. Number 4 goes to Blade Runner. Look, let's be honest. We, as fanboys and collectors, we all have a man crush with Harrison Ford, right? Let's just put it out there. If you're gonna do Blade Runner in the 1/6 scale form, I want Deckard, but here's the catch. I want Deckard with the hover vehicle. I want the what's it called, the spinner. If you decide to take the chance and make Deckard from Blade Runner, you have to make it with the spinner. It has to be a package deal. I just don't want Deckard by himself. I don't even care about the androids in film. I just want Deckard and I want the spinner. To me, that character and that vehicle, that symbolizes what Blade Runner is. That dystopian future, you know, from the, you know, that was vision from the 1980s. And Hot Toys, if you want extra points, make that creepy ass Edward James Olmos, what's his character, Gaff. Add him on there too, you know. Blade Runner, and enough is enough with the director's cuts of Blade Runner. No, quit releasing, you know, director's cuts. I don't want more DVDs or Blu-rays of Blade Runner. I want merchandise. And Blade Runner is just one of those films that has just been constantly ignored in this realm. Number 3 goes to AI, that early 2000 film from Steven Spielberg. I want those creepy, outdated model robots. I love robots. I made it very clear I like droids, I like robots. And that film blew me away with the robots, the animatronics. I mean, that film was just so ahead of its time. Yeah, it probably didn't do, I don't think it did well in theaters. I think it did. It's a Steven Spielberg movie. It's science fiction. To me, I liked it. AI was a very good film for its time. And when I think of AI, and I love robots, I think of that one sequence where Haley Joel Osment he's kept in that circus, flesh circus, and he's talking to all these other robots, and they're expressing themselves how they were hot shit back in the day, and you'll get discarded. To me, I don't remember the lines that well, but it just captivated me how we as humans, we like shiny and new things, and how these robots don't feel loved and special anymore. And they were just built. I mean, Stan Winston, I believe, built these robots, and it was part CGI and part animatronic. These are cool ass robots. I like that Fallout vintage outdated model robots. That'd be kind of cool. I don't think this one here is very far-fetched. I have it as number 3, but I don't think Hot Toys would ever do something like this. But if they did, my God, that'd be cool as hell. That'd be cool as hell. Number 2 is extremely tough, and I have to give it to 2 film properties that did not get any respect. First one is Mad Max, Fury Road, and Interstellar. And with Mad Max, it was such a missed opportunity. The film blew me away. It broke box office records. It introduced us to me, legendary characters. Why we don't have a licensed authentic Max, a licensed authentic Furiosa, a licensed authentic Nux. There is no real reason why these characters have not been made or shown in some form as a prototype. These characters would sell. This was a kick-ass movie. These characters are gonna live on for a very long time. We need Mad Max, Fury Road, 1/6 scale characters. Interstellar I just don't understand how no one tackled this. Typically with Christopher Nolan, he usually pumps out gold. His characters will live on throughout the years. But with Interstellar, it's only 3 characters I need. I need Cooper, I need Dr. Amelia Brand, and I want TARS. Look, hey, I love robots. If you guys haven't figured it out, I like robots. TARS was a unique character. A lot of work went into the science behind TARS, and I would like a 1/6 scale TARS. But if you're going to give me TARS, I want Cooper, and I want Amelia Brand. That's it. I don't need anybody else. I don't. My number one has to go to Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2. It just, I don't understand why Hot Toys never finished this particular line. They made Spider-Man characters. I believe they made Sandman and the black version, Spider-Man. They even made, I think, 2 versions of Tobey Maguire and the 1/6L figure. Who gives a shit? I want Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2. I want Alfred Molina. I want his likeness. I want those badass, kick-ass tentacles to grab Spider-Man by the neck and fling his ass across the yard. There is no real reason why we do not have a Doc Ock. Look, if you could make Johnny Depp from Sleepy Hollow that was released back in 1999, you could make Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2 that was released in 2002. There is a demand. Spider-Man is hot stuff right now. It may seem out of place to create one specific character from an older film, but you know what, Hot Toys, you do that crap all the time. You hop back and forth from properties, nitpicking. So what I'm asking you to do, Hot Toys, is nitpick, get your ass back to Spider-Man 2, and give me Doc Ock, a 1/6 scale with the tentacles. And give me 2 versions of Doc Ock. I want him in the human form, and I want the tentacles to be able to attach to the body and remove from the body. Doc Ock, number 1, shut up and take my money. Folks, Denobi2 here, thanks for watching. Doc Ock needs to be made.